Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my February TBR video. If you watched my January TBR, you'll know that my goals for every month of this year is to read at least one science fiction novel, one fantasy novel and one indie or self-published novel. The reason for that is just I want to diversify what I'm reading. I also want to support some indie authors and help them get some publicity as well. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So the first book, which it's a strange one. It could be classed as a science fiction novel, it could be classed as fantasy. Some people see it as a bit of both. Personally, I'm seeing it as my science fiction novel for the month, and that is Gene Wolfe's Book of the New Sun, specifically The Shadow of the Torture, which is the first novel in the sort of 4-book series, or there is some that come after that as well. I have listened to the audiobook of this a good few years ago now, and I didn't quite get into it. I think it's because it's written in a very archaic, may not be the right word, but that's that kind of language, so it can be quite difficult to get into to begin with. I think on audio, having not read it at all, I just couldn't click with it. I'm giving it another go. It is part of a Media Difficult read-along as well. So there's quite a lot of people that are going to be reading this at the same time. This is the first 2 books in one, so it's about that much of it. So my fantasy book for the month is the next book in the Malazan Book of the Fallen series that I'm currently reading, and that is Tol the Hounds. This is possibly going to be the longest book I've ever read. As you can see, it's pretty chunky compared to that double book version of the Book of the New Sun. So it's quite a big one. Wasn't a big fan of the last one in the series, so I'm hoping this one's going to be good, because when you've got that many pages to get through, you want it to be good. I hear it's quite a popular one, so I'm looking forward to that. And after that one, there'll be 2 more books. So just sneaking on the bookshelf there, that's the last 2 of the series. So I'm really looking forward to that. Stephen Erickson's Tol the Hounds. My indie book of the month is going to be an audiobook, so I don't have the physical copy. And that is Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill, which is quite a breakout fantasy novel by Ryan. I think it came out last year or the year before. Can't remember now, but it's not been out for very long. But it's sort of taken the indie world by storm, pretty much. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. I believe it's quite a sort of classic fantasy tale with a bit of modern aspects to it as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. Depending how I get through that one, I believe I'll be able to finish it within the month. I'm also going to be potentially doing S.C. Jensen's Bubbles in Space book on audio as well, which is sort of a science fiction noir detective novel set in space, which I'm really looking forward to reading or listening to. Sort of doubles it up, because that'll be one fantasy and one science fiction indie book I'll be doing as well, both on audio. And depending how I get on with these big ones, I will also potentially jump into The Forever War by Joel Haldeman. It's a book that I've been wanting to get to, and if you saw my previous videos on the TBRs, the Science Fiction Masterworks series is one that I really want to be getting into reading more of, and I've heard a lot of good things about The Forever War, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that. But the other ones will be the priority along with the audiobooks. This will be my backup one, I guess you'd say, if I get through all those. So that plus 2 is my February TBR. What are you planning on reading in February? Do you have any goals, any plans that you want to read, anything specific? And yeah, let me know. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.